Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm good, sir.
My name is Alvokar Siddiq Parvez and I'll be taking your all speaking test. What's your full name?
My full name is Rahul Dev.
And what should I call you?
Please call me Rahul.
Alright. So can I see your identification please?
Yes.
Thank you, take it back. Alright, in this all speaking part one, now I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. What do you do? Are you a student or do you work?
I'm a student and recently I had completed my higher secondary school and right now I'm preparation for my IELTS exam.
Okay. And where do you live in your country?
I live in Sylhet, which is southern part of Bangladesh.
How many members do you have in your family?
My family is three members, me, my father and my mother.
And how are the relationship among the members of your family?
Very good. Our relationship is very good. Our each other bonding is very good and yes, sir.
Okay. And what kind of activities do you like to do with your family members?
In so many activities I like to do with my family member, such as whenever we are free, we spend time with, we gossip together. On the other hand, we watch any kind of cinema or movie together.
Okay. And how do you support your family?
Well, I support my family very much because I love my family, and actually I'm only one, like I'm only one son of my parents, so that's why I support my family good and bad both time.
All right, that's good. So do you think that your friends and relatives are more important than family members?
To be honest, both are best. If I talk about friends, friends are only a part of our life. On the other hand, family is also must important for our life. So I prefer both in important in my life, not only family but also friends also.
Okay, and what kind of support do you get from your family?
Well, so many supports my family give me. For example, so my as I had mentioned, uh, I also support my family. My family good and bad times. So as my family also support, and whenever I am any failure, this time my family always support me. And if I do not do anything like so that's time my family support me. So yes, my family always support me my good and
Okay,
bad time.
so in this our speaking part one, now I would like to ask you some questions about newspaper. Do you often read newspapers?
Yes, to be honest, I read newspaper very often because as IELTS candidate, newspaper is very important because if I read newspaper more and more, it's also boost my reading score. So that's why I read newspaper very often.
What about the people of your country? Do they read more newspaper compared to the past, or do they read less newspaper compared to the past?
Okay, so if I talk about past people read newspaper more and more, and right now people like do not read newspaper very often because in this era of technological, people prefer to read newspaper like their phone. Like so many apps are available now, so they just click on Google and they read newspaper.
Which
On
one do you like more, local news or international news?
Well, I like both. Like so, I also like local news, international news also. International news I like because I actually I international news like what happening around the world. And also I love my local news because in my country I know what's the happening on my country. So that's why I prefer both.
Do you think internet is a good source to get news?
Definitely, why not? Internet play a very key role in our life. So we can easily find anything on internet. So it's very important in our life. In our life, sorry.
In a newspaper, which part do you focus most?
Well, so in newspaper, first of all, I focus on any sports related news. On the other hand, if I focus on like some singing related or any song release on what kind of like in what kind of song release nowadays, and what's the like background about this song, like this song goods or bads, and how do people like about this song. So this type of news I always focus on newspaper.
Thank you very much. That brings us the end of our speaking part one. So we'll move to our speaking part two. So in our speaking part two, I'll be giving you a cue card and you'll be given 1 minute for your preparation. Give me a few seconds. I'm preparing. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, try to speak at least 2 minutes, but don't worry, you shouldn't stop unless I stop you. Carry on.
Okay, in my life, I meet so many person. Like so, today I would like to talk about a person. The person name is Shantuli Ornov, and I meet this person 3 months ago. One of my cousin wedding moment. So this he is actually he is a very good singer in our country. It's not only a singer but also very good music composer as well. So I met him on my sister wedding, and he my sister arranged a musical party. So that's time I meet this person, and I know about I meet this and actually I want to learn more about this person, because this as a musician I also learn more things about music. So in my like I want to in my future I want to be a music composer. So if I get a chance to meet with this person, I also learn how to compose a song. This type of thing also help my music skill as well. And this person is very famous in our country, because it recently he involved in Cook Studio Mangla. So that's why so many outstanding song he published in last few years. So that's why if I get a chance to meet with this person, definitely I learn about composing related this type of things.
Could carry on. You
and um, um, uh, and I feel very happy because he also my favorite singer. So I meet one time. So if I think
Okay, thank you very much. As this is the end of our speaking part two, I'm taking the papers and the pencil back. Please return them. All right, now this is time for our speaking part three. In this part three, now I would like to ask you some general questions based on the cue card I have given you. How do people make friends in your country?
well, in my country, people makes friends in so many ways. So if I choose a particular one, and the particular one is internet. Like people makes their friends by using Facebook or Instagram, this type of apps, and people easily make friends by internet. So to answer your question, in this modern era, people makes friend internet.
What kind of changes do you find in making friendship compared to the present and past?
Present time, if I talk about past time friendship or bonding is very good. But in this moment, all of that people are busy with like internet as well as like social media things. So they don't get enough time to meet with their friends. So those type of things are really decrease in friendship.
Okay. Is it important to have same hobbies and interests when making friends?
Please could you repeat this question?
Is it important to have same kind of hobbies and interests when we make friends?
Uh,
Should I change the question?
Extremely sorry, please.
Okay.
I couldn't understand.
Should people have same kind of hobbies and interests when they make friendship?
Actually, yes. Like some people makes their friend like some. Actually, we know that like friendship makes like human makes their friends. Like God, actually, friendship only makes human rather than so like some people and friends are related to hobbies.
Okay, wait,
Like
I'm changing the question.
okay.
What qualities make a true friends?
The first of all is a good bonding. Bonding makes it true friends, and as well as if I talk about if our good and bad times, so if our friendship is good, so our good and bad times, friends always help us. Not only good and bad, we also learn so many things from our friends. So
All right. In future, how will the people make friendship with strangers according to your opinion?
this.
In future, how will people make friendships according to your opinion?
Actually, if what actually what's the happening on future, everyone don't know. So, in my opinion, in future, maybe as I had mentioned before, maybe internet maybe demolish friendship, because if I talk about present time, right now, right now people do not interact with their friends because of internet. So, if I talk about future, like day by day, the internet also decrease friendship, so those type of thing.
Okay, so how can we get ideas more about a person before we make friendship?
Well, I think the most important way is, if I make any friend, so the first way is, if we check the person Facebook, Facebook walls, that's also like we know about this person, what's the character he or she has. And like if we check our Facebook, we get some idea about this person, what type of quality, like those type of things. So
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking.